Hello everybody. Hello everybody. Welcome to Tirupati. Today I'm going to Tirumala, the abode of Lord Venkateshwara. This is not a holiday. This is a pilgrimage. And there's a very good reason why I'm doing this pilgrimage. I'll tell you the story. But before that, let's start the journey. We started from Mangaluru at we were supposed to report at 12:35 p.m. and the bus was supposed to depart at 1 p.m. But eventually the bus arrived at 1:15 p.m. and left somewhere around 1:30 p.m. Our first stop was in Kalladka. Once we reached Kalladka, the good thing was we stopped at a very nice restaurant. It's called Samudra, vegetarian restaurant. Nice food, clean place. You know what they say about Tirupati, right? You cannot go to Tirupati unless Lord Balaji wants you to come there. And that's exactly what happened with me. Let me tell you my story. Not the whole story, just the gist. The whole story is way too long. There were many hurdles to this pilgrimage. But what stands out is the amount of time I took to book this pilgrimage. I started trying for a slot online through the portal of the TTD in April. But I could not get it in April, May, June and July. Finally, we tried another option, which is the bus. A bus journey from Mangalore to Tirupati is pretty long, but we had exhausted all other options, so we opted for this one. So we booked the bus. It's a very nice bus, comfortable. It's a sleeper bus with a 2x1 pattern of sleepers. So I got the lower berth. Very comfortable cushioned seats, spacious. It had charging points and that was the only drawback there, in the sense that the charging points were not working. Other than that, no complaints. Nice bus, well-maintained bus. While booking the bus journey, I realized there was another interesting aspect here. Earlier, you could do this pilgrimage through the KSRTC. That is the Karnataka State Road Transport Corporation. You could book a Tirupati package in which you will get a darshan. But now, KSRTC buses go up to Tirupati, but the darshan is not part of their package. Now, if you want a package, that is the Tirupati Lord Balaji Darshan package, you have to do it through the Andhra Pradesh Tourism Corporation. Right now we are stuck somewhere in the highway from Mangaluru to Bangalore. I have no idea why we are stuck here, but I can see a long line of vehicles in front of us. So there must be something serious, Also, this road is under construction, which you have been seeing. So it is possible that the construction crew might have, you know, stopped the vehicles for some reason, or there might be some accident or something like that. But we'll come to know only a little further once we get a little further. Until then, we just stuck here, and this is definitely going to delay the journey. The journey is supposed to be for around 12. This journey is supposed to take somewhere between 12 to 14 hours. So I'm assuming 14 to 15 hours. But this delay near Nelyadi, just before the Ghat, Shiradi Ghat, is definitely going to delay our journey. So let me tell you about the pilgrimage. When we do the Tulsi Puja at home, the offerings to the hundi are later taken to Tirupati and offered to Lord Balaji of Tirumala. So this journey is a pilgrimage. We are going to Tirupati to offer the contents of the hundi to Lord Balaji. And even this journey was not happening for a very long time. Despite all the hurdles, we persisted and finally are on our way to Tirupati. But right now, we are stuck in a traffic jam. By the time we reached the beginning of Shiradi Ghat, we were late by around 1 hour. The Ghat in the initial stretch was very good, but later it got very bad. Once the concrete part ended, the initial part was made of concrete, so it was very good. And after that, once a regular roads began, it was like really bad road. On top of it, there was a jam. And this time it was because a truck had overturned. And again we were delayed by another 1 hour is what I'm guessing. So what our driver told us was that we were unable to make it to the stop, the place where we generally have tea or coffee. And so he had to skip that. And we had to go straight for dinner. For dinner, we stopped just after Sakleshpur in a place called Surabhi Delicacy. Good place, nice food. The toilets are okay. Manageable basically. Most people go for the thali, but I tried some akki roti. The only hitch is that there was another bus that had stopped there for dinner, and the staff was just unable to cope with the rush. It's a small place, so these things happen in small places. But otherwise, the food was good. So after that stop, it was straight to Tirupati for us. The route that this bus takes is Mangaluru, Bangalore, and then Tirupati. So you don't know when you pass Bangalore because it comes in the night. So we reached Tirupati at around 5 a.m. I think. And this is the place where we were taken. It's a hotel. I think it belongs to the Andhra Pradesh Tourism Corporation. So 6:15 we were told to gather in the reception. I think it's fairly decent time. You can get ready in 1 hour. And so let's see the hotel. Let's see the inside of the hotel. And this is our room. Fairly basic, but functional. So let me take you to our room. I mean, everything is good. You have the storage space, you have a clean bathroom. So the toilet is clean, it's got a geyser. The only things you need to remember is that you need to get your own towels and soap. At least soap you can buy from the reception. But otherwise, better come prepared. So you better carry your towels because there's no way that you're going to get towels. Room is very spacious, very spacious. Not only it's got a comfortable bed, it's got an AC and also a small pantry. Luckily, the electric points were working, so I could charge my phone, and that was very important for me. You got to keep all your belongings in the bus, and that bus will be locked because you cannot take all of these to the temple. So this is the place where you can keep your belongings. So I suggest you do not carry anything extra. So once we kept all the belongings in the bus, that bus moved out of the hotel, and then we saw another bus come in, and that is a bus that takes us to the top of the hill. That is Tirumala. So this bus is a bit smaller, and this regular buses cannot go all the way to the top of the hill. That's why you go in smaller buses, and this is the bus that we have to board. So there are no tickets for this bus. They just take a head count, and then they take you to the top, where they take you to the place where you have breakfast. As you can see, the roads are so good, so smooth. These roads are a tourist attraction by themselves actually. And those who want to walk up can also do so. There's a very nice walking path. A lot of refreshments on the way, water, some things to eat. So these are all necessary because it's a difficult trek. Yeah, let's not be let's be honest, it's a difficult trek. But for those who want to undertake that trek, do it. It might take up to 3 hours, maybe 3,000 steps or something like that. But it's a really nice experience. You should do it at least once. Actually, whenever I have traveled, it's always been hot. So the whole pilgrimage had been tiring. But this time, luckily for us, the weather was very pleasant. It was raining, so it's cool. So that way, no complaints. Normally, whenever I've come here, it's been very hot. So this is the first time that I'm seeing rain here, and it's really, really pleasant. The weather is so good, so cool. I mean, we feel like we're in an AC environment throughout in the bus, whether you're outside, whether you're in the bus, or whether inside the temple. Cool breeze blowing. So I would say I was very, very lucky this time. I hope you get this weather. I really hope you do. One of the things that strikes you about Tirupati is the cleanliness. The place is so clean, especially when compared to other temple towns. The roads are so smooth, not a single pothole, despite the amount of traffic, despite so many visitors. The place, the city, the temple town is very clean, very, very impressive. I know this must have taken several years to achieve, but the most interesting part is the most impressive part is that they have actually achieved this. This one reason alone is good enough for a visit to this temple town. Really, I recommend this. I recommend this town to every tourist in India to see what is possible if people have the will to achieve their goal. Superb. Hats off to this temple town. We were dropped off at Srinivasam restaurant for breakfast. Simple breakfast, but very very tasty. They have a they have tea coffee. Apart from this, they have tea coffee. They have nice washrooms, and you have a place. You have toilets. So yeah, that helps. And after breakfast, we had to wait. That's because the darshan is by slots, and until the slots are based on timing, so until it's time for your slot, you cannot go to the temple, or even if you go there, you just have to wait outside. So just came back after a darshan of Lord Venkateshwara. I don't know if the audio is very clear, but it was a great darshan, and I mean usually it's very difficult to put these things in words, but it's really a very very nice darshan. I well, it's just a unique experience. That's all I can say. So I'll just go and have something to eat, and then we'll catch up. Okay, so I'm right outside the Tirumala temple, temple of Lord Venkateshwara, and I don't know if you can see the sign behind me, but I think it says. Okay, I think you got the message. Now let's see if others have got the message.
together in